The grand mansion of billionaire Ethan Calloway had everything money could buy: luxury cars, priceless art, and endless rooms filled with expensive furniture. Yet behind those elegant walls lived two 6-year-old twins, Liam and Lucas, who had become every nanny's worst nightmare. Since their mother passed away 2 years earlier, the boys had pushed away everyone who tried to care for them. They screamed, broke dishes, locked nannies outside, flooded bathrooms, and even released the family dogs into the kitchen. More than 20 nannies had quit before lasting 3 days. Ethan buried himself in work, believing money could solve any problem, but nothing could heal his sons' broken hearts. Then one rainy Monday, a quiet young woman named Grace arrived at the mansion carrying nothing but a small suitcase and a gentle smile. The house staff whispered that she wouldn't survive until Wednesday. The twins prepared their usual tricks, hiding frogs in her bedroom and covering the hallway floor with toy marbles. Grace simply laughed, carefully picked up the frogs, returned them to the garden, and invited the boys to help her build a tiny pond for them. Confused, they watched as she never yelled or complained. The next morning they secretly poured juice over her freshly folded clothes. Instead of becoming angry, Grace smiled and said, "Looks like we'll need a washing adventure together." For the first time, the boys didn't know how to react. Day after day, Grace responded to every prank with patience instead of punishment. She noticed the twins weren't naughty because they enjoyed causing trouble; they were lonely, hurting, and desperately missing the warmth of their mother. She began reading bedtime stories, baking cookies with them, and listening whenever they spoke about their mom. Slowly, laughter replaced chaos. On the third evening, Ethan returned home early and froze outside the playroom. Instead of hearing shouting, he heard giggles. Grace was building a pillow castle while Liam and Lucas proudly called her their teammate. Tears filled Ethan's eyes when he overheard one twin whisper, "Can you stay forever?" Grace knelt beside them and gently replied, "As long as you need someone who believes in you." Days turned into weeks, and the impossible happened. The mansion transformed into a real home. The twins became kinder, happier, and more confident. They no longer needed to act out because someone had finally understood the pain hidden behind their behavior. Ethan realized the greatest gift Grace had given his family wasn't discipline, it was love, patience, and hope. He thanked her by offering her a permanent place in their lives, not as someone they hired, but as someone they trusted like family. Sometimes the strongest hearts aren't the loudest or richest. If this story touched your heart and you believe kindness can change lives, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more emotional stories that remind us hope is always stronger than despair.